Good afternoon. It's December 19th. Not a whole lot to talk about today. This is the 2700 tick chart, which we'll look at. Here's the daily chart. It closed a strong bull bar. So look, the only consecutive strong bear bars we've had since April were right here. I guess July 31st and August 1st. This is a bull market. We're going sideways, and we could go sideways for the rest of time. But right now, you don't want to be shorting on the daily chart. Um, Here's the weekly chart, and not a whole lot of information. Let me delete these because I don't feel like talking about that today. I think that a very reasonable target to the upside is 7,500, which is really this is about probably like 75.50. Yeah, 75.42. So I think that's a reasonable target. I'm not saying we're going to go soon, um, but you know, over the course of the next 6 months, I think it's very reasonable. Only problem I have is this monthly chart. This is where I see it, going sideways for a long time, several months. That's where I think it will. That's what I think it will do. Going sideways for several months. I mean, when you look at it like this, it doesn't look like we're that overbought, but I mean, we are. This is the 21 bar EMA. And yeah, so I just think we're overbought. Anyway, if you look at the 6,500 tick chart today, very, very simple. We had a leg up, pull back to the EMA, and the EMA supported us for the rest of the day. But there's just more price action on this 2,700 tick chart, so we'll take a look at that. So you'd probably be looking at this range from the overnight. You can see we find support around the midline. Huge bull bar. I don't know if there was a news item, but that's a huge bull bar. We try and find some resistance at these highs, and it just fails right away, and you get a strong bull bar again. I'm not really sure if you can buy. This is actually a situation similar to yesterday. I don't remember exactly what happened, but look at that gap. So we created this gap. So maybe, when this bar forms and it starts to fail, maybe you consider that, and maybe you think about trying to go long here. So let's see if this became a measuring gap. Yeah, you can see that's pretty much where we went. So these things are very, very real. Um, but anyway, so we keep going higher. I think you could take this second entry long. I mean, it's aggressive, but there's no signs of slowing down. Although you could argue that we're overdue for a correction here, but it doesn't come until up here. And you can see, we get a break, move to a new low, we bounce. And I like this very strong bull bar, but it's just so large that I just feel like we're going to get a correction soon. We do get a correction here. I think this is a good place to go long. When you get that support, you get the double bottom and then it tests it one more time. So I think that's a reasonable place to go long. Turns out to be a good move. We are finding resistance here, but eventually we break higher and you get this second entry long right here. So I think you could argue for that one, but to me it looks like you're in a bear channel here. So I'm not crazy about it, but it's off the EMA. I don't know. It's just there's reason to like it. Here you're going long into resistance, so it's kind of risky. And that kind of brings us to the end of the day. So I don't really want to sit here and overanalyze this, but again, if you looked at the 6,500 tick chart, it's just Very clear. We just had an update. Here's one last look at the daily chart. Very strong bull close above the EMA. We'll see if we can hold above the EMA because now, at this point, we haven't had a gap below it since November 21st. So we'll just have to wait and see. I hope everyone has a good weekend. I'll be back Monday.